Hey, Lee here, license to drive. Look, no Model X. It's gone. But the good news is we have the Model Y coming. And what I want to do for you guys today is I want to talk to you about what to do to get your house ready for a Tesla. Some of you might be new to the brand and might not really know what you need as far as like a Tesla starter kit. So that's what we're going to do today. So first, let's talk about plugs. This is a NEMA 1450 plug. Let me move this charger out. I'll come back to this in just a second. This is a plug. It's off of a 50 amp fuse. And this was about $800 installed. And the thing about this plug is, this is not really the expense. The expense was in the cable. The cable was is what was expensive, coming from the fuse box, the 50 amp fuse, which is 40 amps usable, and connecting here. I'm in my garage, so it's not the Corona. Okay, so, sorry. So this is $800, and this is a brand new house. This is a house we built specifically for a Tesla, but I didn't know I was gonna get one. So not too long after we built the house, I had this put in, okay? So, and what the cool thing about this is if you own your home in certain municipalities, you can get a tax write-off for modifying your home for energy usage, which is a good thing in most places. And so we were able to write that cost off. And then I ordered this flat NEMA 1450 Tesla charger from the Tesla shop years ago. And what's cool about this is it doesn't have that gooseneck, and it kind of stays flush because all the weight used to be right here in the gooseneck, and it was ugly, and I didn't want that because all the weight now is here. And then I have this the adapter that you can get from the website right there too. Okay, and then of course, you know, your charger. And this is a good setup for the house. Now the thing is, you know, every Tesla comes with a battery pack charger, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But you don't want to have one that's not in the car. You want one in the car, and preferably one at home. Most of you 3s and Y people, I guess that's including me now, you want to make sure that you have the capability to charge on the street, not just at your house or your townhouse or what have you. So having one here at your home and one in your car is a good thing for your starting out when you're anticipating the car coming. Now, if you are fortunate enough to have one of these, this is a Tesla charger similar to what you would have at like a hotel or a resort or something like that. And these can be put outside, and that's cool. I got this is black and it's signed by Elon, and that's because of my referrals. And so that's really cool too. And this is $550 also. And that one is about $500. And the difference between that one and this one is that you can put it outside. So that is cool too. But the thing about this is, and this is something I want you to think about, if you get this one, in your house that you own, resale, they might not want this to be seen like, boom. I mean, it kind of takes away from your garage, and you know, that is something that you might have to consider, as opposed to doing it this way. I could just, if I ever sold this house, I could just elegantly leave, and all you see is just the plug. And it's just a general, you know, washer dryer plug. No one would be the wiser. So that's something to think about when you have this type of plug, as opposed to a fixed wired connector. This is wired. This is going to be hardwired. There's no unplugging of this guy right here. So that's something to consider. Okay. And by the way, this is going to be a very YouTubey, you know, YouTubey looking blog. Usually I'm, you know, talking low. So I'm trying to amp it up a little bit, you know, because I'm trying to get into this. I mean, y'all liked the last video, so I'm trying to get into it. Toyota Camry XLE Hybrid 2020, just sitting there. All right, so let's talk about the Tesla starter kit, okay? So I'm gonna flip the screen around. How do you flip the screen around? Okay, can't. Okay, so tire inflator is a must. You have to have some way to pump up the tires, because guess what? It doesn't come with a spare tire. And you can get this at Amazon or something like that. Consequently, you need a tire repair kit, once again, off of Amazon, because you don't have tires, spare tires. Okay, so very, very good, well-built tire kit is something that you have to have, okay? Now, the third thing that I think a lot of people don't think about, and I had some Tesla vets tell me this about this, is a high voltage extension cord. Notice I said high voltage, okay? Look how thick this is, okay? This is gonna come in handy when you need to find a place to get some 110 and you need to make sure that you don't burn up your connector because it might not reach. So, I've used this before. I was at a hospital before with some family business and I needed to charge. So I asked the lady at the desk, I explained to her what my situation was. And I charged my Model X with this. And I went around the hospital. I was looking around the perimeter trying to find somewhere to charge. And I was like, hey, I could charge my Model X here. And it was like in the cut somewhere, but it worked. And, that was fine. So, high voltage extension cord. Very, very, very important. And forgive me, I'm trying to make sure my camera is positioned properly. Because I'm so YouTube now, right? Doing my YouTube thing, yeah. So, to summarize, tire inflator, electric tire inflator, electric and tire inflator, tire repair kit, all on Amazon, high voltage extension cord. You can get that at Home Depot. It's going to be expensive. Get a relatively long one too, because you don't know how far you're going to need in order to get to that 110. And 110 is emergency. You're in the weeds. Okay, I mean that's what 110 is. And I mean, unfortunately, you got to get electricity where you can get it. There's no supercharger around. Hey, take that 110 where you can find it, and that's important. So, and what it is, y'all, you just want to be safe. I mean, we love the cars and everything, but you want to make sure that you have everything you need to be able to be on the road with the Tesla. And I mean, preferably home is the best place to charge. We get that. Superchargers, best place to charge. We get that. But there are some emergencies and you don't want to be stuck because guess what? I've been watching YouTube videos on Teslas forever. Nobody ever tells you what happens when a Tesla runs out of power. Okay, you want to know what happens when a Tesla runs out of power? It's a 6,000-pound brick. That's what it is, a big brick. It doesn't move. You can't move it. You can't tow it. It's a big brick. Nobody ever tells you that. So you have to make sure that when it says it's time to charge, that you charge. So let's talk about what's in the pack when you get a Tesla. So this is a modern Tesla pack, similar to what you would find in the Model Y or any modern Tesla. And inside that, you're going to find your charger, and then your 110, your J220, and then this is my NEMA plug from my old charger from my Model X. And then I bought another NEMA 1450 for this one. And you can get all this stuff at the shop for Tesla. This is what you get, okay? And then of course, the handle that goes with it. So this is what comes with the car. What will you use? If you're smart, probably never for the 110. I mean, I've used the 110 in emergency situations maybe 3 times in 5 years. Once is at work because I didn't charge the car overnight, and then I had to go to work, and then I got to work and then realized I didn't have any charge. And so I had to run, I had to run the extension cable from the parking lot through my where I work, and then in the hallway, and then close the door behind it, and then charge for like the whole shift that I was at work. And I was kind of, everybody's like asking questions, well, where's this plug coming from? I'm like, I'm charging my car. Da, 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 da. So, that's not going to be used that much. But this J220, now this little guy is something that's very, very important. Because why is it important? Because if you go to any outside network charger, this adapter is what you're going to need in order to use other people's chargers. And most charging networks, what is it called? ChargePoint, EV Plus, these places will help you find chargers, and you need this adapter, and it comes with the car in order to use outside chargers outside the supercharging network. And this is great. So don't lose this. Don't lose this one. Don't lose this. Okay. As far as problems with the car when it does lose charge, I never had any problems. I did have a 12-volt problem. The car does come with a 12-volt system, meaning it has a small battery, about the size of, maybe like this big, a little bit bigger than this. And what that does, that runs like all the screens and, electricity for the lights and, door, window regulators and stuff like that. Other than that, you really don't have any problems as far as electrical issues. The only thing is that you just want to make sure that you always are aware of how much charge you have left and where you're going if it's running low, and make sure you plan for your events when you go out of town. Just want to make sure that if you're not going too far off the beaten path, you want to look online at teslatrips.com just to make sure you're okay, because if you're not, you better hope that wherever you're going has 240 or 110. Now, you can charge a 110, but it'll take a day or 16 hours. Here, 5 hours at the most. 8 hours if you drove to zero. Now with Model Y, I don't know. Model X and Model S have different battery cells than the Model Y does. So I'm gonna learn just like you do as far as what it takes, and we'll talk about that when it comes. But for the most part, as far as a starter kit and as far as incoming, the things that you need, you have pretty much everything you need in the bag. The adapter, the charger, you have pretty much everything you need. But what they don't tell you is the things you do need, like a way to fix a flat and a way to inflate it, or a way to charge your car if you get into a pinch. And if you do these things, you shouldn't have any problems. I think 90% of us will be charging at home, as you should. And if not, then you'll go to a supercharger and life is lovely. But when you own a Tesla, you want to make sure that you're doing everything you can to be safe, especially when, I have a family. I can't be caught, slipping out here with, a brick or a punctured tire, and I can't go anywhere. Because you can't tow them, you can't tow a Tesla traditionally. You have to put it on a flatbed because they're all-wheel drive. You don't want to grind your gears, so you cannot do that. Don't do that. So you want to make sure that you are prepared. So while your car is being ordered, like mine is right now, this is not here, get these things. You need home charging setup, if you can afford it. You need a way to fill up your tires, tire repair kit, high voltage extension cords, okay? These things will help you stay on the road safely, and be prepared to put this in the back of your Tesla and hang out with it and really have a really great ownership experience. But you know, these are just some things that nobody else is going to tell you except good old Lee. So hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm anticipating, you know, a good time with the ModelYPerformance. I really don't know what to expect because I never had any other Tesla other than a Model X or, you know, a Model S loaner. So this is going to be interesting. I think that it's going to be a good experience, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the big deal is with the horizontal screen and all that jazz. It's so YouTubey. I'm getting distracted, I'm sorry. But hey, if you like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's talk more about cars. You know, let's talk about doing things the right way, and you know, what you need. And I hope that this really helps you, because I didn't find any of this stuff when I first got my Model X. I was like, I don't know what to buy. But you know, this is just something that, you know, some tricks of the trade, you know, that I think we all should know. All right, peace.